Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Dominions 4, the 7-person free-for-all. And things are heating up. I have with me I Seen You Before and Sam. How are we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. And how are you doing today, Tortuga?
I could be better based on the diplomacy going on in this game. It's starting to build my collection of gray hairs. Um, so, and Sam, you're here as well, so
Yeah,
kindly
I'm
say
here.
hello.
I'm here. Yay.
Okay, so since the last episode, since the last one took like 40 minutes, and that's just absurd. We're not gonna put you guys through that again. We are now doing the turns off camera. Son of a gun, I forgot to rename everyone, but I'll get to renaming. Renaming will happen on the next video. But Asphodel has said, see this not as a threat, but that first step is worthless if set too late. Secure lodgings now before winter entombs you and you're out in the cold. I said to him something about it's a Shinuyama proverb that the journey of a thousand miles begins with one step, so that we take things very slow. But he's trying to say basically, don't go too slow. It might be bad. Kagami is the person we sent over to the Sylvania site. He searched for magic sites, didn't find any. Looks like Aramor's got a prophet. We now have the ability to reappoint a prophet, which is very good. Okay, so Volcan, this is the throne battle. Very important battle for us. Now, I already know the result for once, so there's no suspense for me. Whack, whack, whack. Let me speed this up a little bit. Our cavalry just gets mauled, totally destroyed. Which is convenient. I guess we don't have to worry about recruiting them again. Ouch.
You almost made it.
Just gonna run away anyway. And then they retreat. And that's it. So we win. We basically only lost 2 Bakemono, and then we lost all the recruiting cavalry, who expire next turn. I mean, they expire in between this turn and next turn, so we won't re-recruit them. Stone Heavens, what do we have here? This is our invincible hobbits, who we're going to see actually have a fair amount of injured troops lagging behind. Are these guys injured too? Why are they lagging? Huh. But once they actually make contact with the enemy, these guys don't take any stand any chance. And well, it's over. Did we lose any there? I think we lost a few. Yeah, 3 more down, and we have like 4 injured or so. Then Fever Fence, this is just our scouting attempt on the other throne. And what we're seeing here is a little bit more scary. I myself don't really even fully understand how scary this is. I would need either I Seen You Before or Sam to let me know. But I guess these guys are formidable.
Yeah, they're just gonna be hard to kill without magic.
And basically, the guys with undead are going to use a very common strategy, which is spamming skeletons, and that usually routes unprepared armies, as they can just keep doing it due to the insane amount of death gems that they start with.
I
Which
see.
is the guy who's close to the guys in yellow, basically. He's the bottom mage. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he's gonna be using a spell we're going to use ourselves.
Too bad we can't just recruit them. Can't we just buy them off the province?
I wish we
I-
could buy spells from them.
yeah.
Now,
Just keep-
you pointed out that these guys are all starving, actually.
Yeah, basically, probably what happened was there was a random event that spawned more independence than there originally was there. So now they can't support themselves and they're dying from diseases right now.
And what's more, once they die, I guess the supply will go up again, but all the rest of the people will still be afflicted by the disease, right?
Pretty much.
So this is not good for them. Well, that's helpful for us. So our hope, because this disease has taken the morale down to 6 even, our hope would be, I mean, our main fight is just going to be how do we kill these wizards and anything they spawn. Now, is this is beyond us right now, right? We
We
stand a
just
chance.
what we'll need to do is get a bit more better units so that they can chop off enough of the starving guys for the whole of them to rout, basically.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right, then we had this Uba that we sent over to Sylvania to investigate whatever the magic on that province. They, we found some treasure. We got gold, an enchanted sword, bright mail. How do you say this again, Sam? Haberg or
Habergen.
Habergen? Habergen?
Aubergine.
Harberjon. Yeah, probably Harberjon.
Aubergine.
Okay.
Okay, we'll follow Sean's advice.
Yeah, we'll
No.
say it the French way. And this is the battle, which I just found amusing just because it was. They call this an assassination attempt. It's really not much. Dead. Okay, that brings us to the map, which has now been updated a little bit more with. The most important thing is we are now in contact with Asphodel. And a lot of stuff's been happening off camera as well. I mean, a lot of emails are just circulating like crazy. I'm in contact with Ulm. I'm in contact with. I guess I'm in contact with everybody except for Airmore. Not Man lately, but we already like kind of agreed to some kind of non-aggression pact or whatever early on. Agartha and I have now agreed to an official non-aggression pact, and they're going to give me 10 fire gems for that. Because I was in this long negotiation with them last turn. I wasn't sure if I would go to Black Peaks because it's actually 2 away from Agartha. So it's really their territory by rights. And I decided not to go there because in the discussion, the Agarthan people basically said that, no, this is kind of ours, and what are you actually doing? Why do you want that territory? And I think we just kind of angered them. Then they came back because we kind of apologized. They said, okay, well, sorry if we were too harsh on you. So that's why they agreed to this non-aggression pact. Plus, we told them that Vanheim is all the way down here, and they were like, "What?" they were not amused by this information, and I think that they're now probably very worried about who's the pretender of. No, wrong one.
Fafnir.
Fafnir, thank you. Yes, we've seen him. I should know this. He's one of the few pretenders He's the only pretender I've seen. So he's worried about Fafnir and the people of Vanheim now.
But we got 3 fire gems in the process.
Yeah. So works out well for us. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear like anybody's actually worried about Airmore. I've repeatedly been talking to all these people about Airmore, 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 but we might be alone in the quest to defeat the undead. And in fact, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, we're kind of goblins. This isn't exactly should be our job.
Right. Yeah, you would expect a man well, would be the ones, or maybe Ulm. Yeah, Ulm hates magic. So they should especially hate magic that kills everyone else.
Well, it seems that everyone should be worrying about Asphodel instead since we decided to eat basically for breakfast.
Right, and that I guess brings up the next bit of diplomacy. I contacted Ulm just saying hi. In fact, these are now being done mostly by email, not by message anymore, because this messaging system is like almost the most frustrating thing you could conceive of. Like they probably intended to make it terrible so that you don't. It's actually very difficult. Maybe they're trying to simulate the difficulty of writing a scroll and sending a messenger in the difficulty of sending a message in this game, but the only way it could be worse is if when you typed a key, it didn't appear as the letter you had typed. That's, I guess, the only way that it could be worse. So we're all using email now. And I contacted Ulm. He said he's kind of in a bad situation, in a bad way with Asphodel. And his report is that Asphodel, who's... Okay, damn it, I didn't bring up... Did I mention, like, where the different places they're at? Did I say where... Okay, we didn't... Okay, 61, 53, 48... 61, 53, 48. So this is Asphodel all along this coast. And they are supposedly using Death 9, Nature 9, Blessed black centaurs. Did I get that correct, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
And what's our response to these units right now?
We pretty much have to remobilize, get some magic research going, fort up to defend our lands, and then come back. We cannot attack them at this very moment because those black centaurs will pretty much chew us up.
Yeah, basically at this moment, the only thing we can do is convince Asphodel that we're too expensive to fight, especially when he's already warring with Ulm.
Yeah. And I mean, again, they are kind of waiting for me. I don't plan on doing any backstabbing type stuff or any kind of I don't like to lie. Even diplomacy. This is all role played, and there's a heavy role play emphasis to separate the people from the nations they're role playing as. That means that if a person lies, it's kind of like an escape. If you have a moral compass in real life, it gives you an out for that. Like, you're not actually doing it, your character is. People who are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons probably already know what I'm talking about, but I might actually backstab Asphodel. I might actually tell them, yes, let's be friends. Let's go after Ulm. I don't know. I might do that because Asphodel is the biggest threat to the land. And even if nobody trusts anything I say after Asphodel is dead, I'll still consider it a victory if Asphodel is in check.
You're also goblins. What do you care?
Right. Nobody expects goblins to tell the truth, right? So basically, most of the stuff that's happened since the last turn has been diplomacy. Now, what are our actual plans for this turn? We are continuing to move this army back. They'll move over here. Doesn't look like we'll be able to take over Fever Fens. We're building a fortress here. We are re-recruiting Rolf Magnus, but Durand, who's now the only remaining member of his entourage, we decide not to recruit. I really hope somebody recruits Durand.
Hopefully someone does not look at the information about him and just bets immediately.
Does it say? What does it say about him?
Yeah. It tells you.
Doesn't command any men.
I hope someone does spend 200 pounds of gold. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You probably get a pretty angry message somewhere.
We've spent them all up, and now it's time to move on. But we can still make good use of Magnus's crossbows because they didn't suffer any casualties, so we've rebid on them, 76.
Yeah, we're going to avoid Victor's villains because that's a bad mercenary group, like the Snake Charmers.
They have 10 men. What is Victor himself?
Bandits.
Ah, okay.
Horrible
brigands.
Man, they only cost 30 gold, though. My god.
Well, they're kind of not worth it.
That's insane. You're saying that it's not worth 3 gold per unit.
No.
No. No.
They're more likely to make your army rout than they are to help your army.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
The best thing they could do is to take undefended provinces, but even then it's dubious if it's even worth it.
Huh. Okay, well, we won't be taking them. I could think of one other... Do they have the ability to kill even like a single individual? Or... Oh, I was going to say use them as cannon fodder for like Fever Fens, but no, then you're talking about the whole army routing again, I guess.
They're just bad units.
Alright, well, we have a ways to go on enchantment for level 3. So, did I miss anything with diplomacy? Did I talk about everything that's been going on? You guys...
I guess we could just mention that this is like Middle Earth.
Yes, Sam has come up with the incredibly clever and I think almost perfect analogy that of Middle Earth. Asphodel is Saruman. Airmore is Sauron. Ulm, since they're getting their butt kicked by Saruman, must be Rohan, which makes man Gondor, and they are not coming to Rohan's aid. Then you have the Agarthan people who are clearly the dwarves, and they are infighting with Vanheim, because these guys right now, basically, Marcus Aurelius is saying, I don't trust how big Vanheim has gotten. Those immortal elves. Them and their land across the sea. We don't trust them. So, and Vanheim really has truly gotten quite big. So we probably should be in contact with them to ask for their help in some way. Probably in containing Airmore? I don't know. And who are we in this? I don't know. It's a big question mark.
We were the Fellowship of Anti-Asphodel since we're bringing the hobbits to Isengard.
That's right. This is what was advised in the books, I believe. That's what Gandalf wanted, was for the hobbits to be brought to Saruman, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and we do recruit old wizards too. So what's ahead?
Okay,
They're kind of not the same as. I guess that could look like a green Gandalf.
It's Japanese Gandalf.
Okay, sorry guys. We might just for fun name the first sorcerer Gandalf.
Oh yes, that reminds me. So I already mentioned this, I think, but I will rename all the sorcerers off camera. We'll get everyone's names into the game now. So starting with turn 10, people who have asked on turn 1 will now have their name in the game by turn 10. Yeah, that's a good turnaround. 10 times the waiting or whatever. 10 turns of waiting. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Is there anything else we need to talk about on this turn?
We're building a fort.
Thank you.
All fort locations, yep.
Yeah, so we are already starting to build the fort here that happened last turn. Continuing that one. Kagami is moving over here to do site searching. We have a few scouts. One of our scouts is moving up to Temiglia because we're basically really worried about Asphodel. Scout over here is moving east. Again, because we're concerned about Asphodel, this scout is going to move down and then across, and we're going to just scope through the Asphodelian lands. I don't know. I think that's it.
Other than that, we're recruiting in Sirmiok. We're recruiting a commander in Sirmiok to send to the Throne Province.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's technically a scout, but yeah.
This will be another fortress then, right?
Yep. And Durand is waiting here, hoping he gets hired.
Spoiler alert, he's not.
Well, you don't know. Maybe someone will.
To spend $200 on a single unit.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has that one opportunity where they spend more money than they should on like a luxury item.
I hope it happens. I just hope if whoever does it, it's not Ulm.
Oh, please don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm trying
we need
to
them.
help you. We want you to do well because Asphodel is scary. It's Saruman.
Yeah, basically we can't. You guys have heard. This is what scares me is that you guys, my advisors tell me, oh, how do you win this? I go up to my advisors, I say, how do I win this war? And they say, oh, well, you can't.
You can't.
That's not what you want to hear. So.
You can't for now.
Yeah, he's got his big scary Urukai. You can't beat it.
Now, next turn will be turn 10, which means 2 more turns. Well, I guess 3 more turns, and we get our Pretender. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Turn
but
12.
remember your Pretender...
About 3 more turns, yeah.
Oh, so it's random.
It's give or take 2 turns.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we could have him as early as next turn.
Yes.
Just remember that your Pretender is also he'll take some. He can help out with research, but you probably won't see him in battle for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's why I really want to focus on research. We're getting another Uba. We can't really afford anything with the construction of the fortress. So we can only get 3 longbowmen just to slowly start accruing some more units. And we'll have to wait for next turn, which is going to be a quick lull. Basically, it's been fort last turn, fort this turn, wait 1 turn, and then get a fort 2 turns from now. So next turn is the only turn we're going to have in like a 4-turn window to recruit serious units.
I seen you before, had an idea. We're probably going to keep it secret, though. We wanna, I guess you could say, make it a surprise for everyone.
It doesn't matter because next turn, the video won't even go live, where these are 5 videos behind. So we can reveal it
All right, sure.
Okay.
I seen you before mentioned we're thinking about making an amphibious assault on
Yeah,
Asphodel.
we're getting the Japan seals out there.
No, we're getting the Ninja Turtles. It's got to be the Ninja Turtles.
So the idea was to move Sermiak, Deep Sea, and then whatever this is, because um, we can actually spot from the little sea province there 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 local provinces around the lake
Yeah,
that should all be Asphodel lands.
yeah. The biggest worry, though, I would say the biggest worry of all is just that Asphodel is a lot larger than we think and is already moving across all these wastes towards us.
Right, and that's why I'm moving the most recent scout we recruited is going to go to Miglia, Aole, probably Bamet or Abbey from there.
But I'm also a bit worried. What if Asphodel just eats then eats man? They'll pretty much be unstoppable from there.
Well, we'll just hope that the elves and the dwarves down here stop their infighting and unify. Maybe even Airmore will attack. Maybe I can get Airmore to attack Asphodel. Maybe I'll reach out to Airmore. Sauron, oh great god, Sauron. What would Sauron want? How would you get Sauron to attack Saruman?
Give them the hobbits.
Yes, I will lead the hobbits to them. And we are, in fact. I'll move down and Mount whatever.
Doom.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this episode then. A lot of diplomacy stuff, basically. Anything else I missed?
I think we're good.
Okay, well, thanks again, as always, to I Seen You Before, and to Sam for joining us. And we will catch you back. I guess this will actually be a continuation to the next episode now that we're keeping them shorter. So stay tuned for turn number 10 in just a moment. Until then, thanks for watching.